talk a little bit about Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes. Oh boy.
Positive note for everyone else, but not for him.
I've always disliked him for a long time. I have disliked Jimmy Kimmel because he doesn't just. It's not because he dislikes Trump. It's because he dislikes anything like who he sees as supportive of Trump. Like the middle class.
Yeah, TDS. Well, TDS is a massive problem, Dash. And folks, we're not an information channel here. We're a couple of cartoons and a guy in a suit. Okay, we're just ordinary. Well, we're not ordinary people because we're 4 cartoons and a suit. But
yeah, what am I doing surrounded by a bunch of Muppets?
Hey,
ours
we're not
are,
Muppets.
I literally cannot help it. I can't say the same for the rest of the panel. But now it's been a minute since I wrote down the timestamp. I actually do like one thing Jimmy Kimmel did, and that was be in blackface. Oh, come on, people. Your cartoons.
Come on, he
laugh.
did it for the culture.
My goodness.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, so a lot of like people, including SAG-AFTRA, are like saying that the president and his FCC chairman flexed their muscles to get him off the air. But I've been hearing that it was actually these like cable providers that, or like the people that actually host the channel, like on the airwaves, that like got Disney to come.
It was a bottom-up campaign to dismiss him. First of all,
Yeah, I mean,
Jimmy Kimmel's show has record low viewership.
I was
Galaxy.
gonna say that. Yeah, I was going to say that.
It's doing very bad,
It
and
only
it's
has 129,000 views.
yeah,
Viewers. So it's like
he's
less than any YouTuber I know of.
yeah, he's a moderate. And
He's not a moderate.
He's not a moderate, folks. He's an established / prominent level content creator, judging by the views that he gets every week. Not worthy of mainstream attention, in my view.
Yeah,
Can you just point out that Dash said that they flexed their muscles to get Jimmy Kimmel off?
Yeah. Yes, you can take you can take the twink out of the dock, but you can't take the dock out of the twink. But I will make it clear, just to let everyone know, that it's very interesting that Fox News is covering this, considering the only reason Fox News isn't under Disney's control is because of America's monopoly rules.
Yep.
It's
Go on.
So
it's also worth noting.
We can't really play because otherwise Fox will strike us if we react. But apparently Kimmel, like they wanted to get Kimmel to issue an apology to help get his show back on, and he outright refused.
Well, I commend him. I commend him for that, Dash, because as you know, my mentor was pressured for many months to apologize for the controversy he was involved in, and dug his heels in so much that he ended up getting annihilated, and all of his years of hard work, consistency, and dedication and content creation got annihilated. So I commend Kimmel for that. He's sticking to his position. I hope, in fact, I pray that Jimmy Kimmel becomes a content creator, because then we can see just how much support he really has.
Well, we already know how much support he has, because him and the others did a podcast together on YouTube when during COVID, because they couldn't really do any shows. Remember?
Yeah, I heard it.
It was
terribly.
really bad. It was a really, really bad podcast. It only lasts like not even a month.
Guys,
I think.
Well, guys, you wouldn't expect any of us to be on television, okay? Imagine me on television. Imagine the dignified cartoon gentleman on a Fox show, right? That would be crazy. Eh? it would be like seeing Zine at a strip club. It's like this can't happen. This is impossible. But what we're seeing here, folks, is there's a pre-Charlie Kirk and there's a post-Charlie Kirk period. The people on our side, for the most part, some of them are a bit kooky and want to bomb Iran, but most of the people on our side realize now that there's no way to compromise with the left anymore. And all it took was the murderous political assassination of a fine man to wake people up to the fact that our opposition, sorry, Zine, I know it's your first time on, want us dead. This is a bad way to pop your panel, Sherry. If this is your first time on a show, Zine, we get serious here. Go on, Dan.
I do want to make this point that okay, so Kimmel planned to attack Trump before suspension. ABC executives asked Kimmel to go on air and apologize, but he wrote a strong monologue. Disney says we can't let him go on air tonight.
Which is well within their rights, because at the end of the day, they are in charge. Zine, what were you going to say?
Basically, that doesn't burst anything because I expected this was going to happen. I had the feeling, even back when the Democrats was basically blaming Republicans for everything. Republican this, Republican that, Republican bad, all the way back 2 decades ago. So,
see, folks, it's the same book. You're just going through the different pages. But expect more of this as time goes on, guys. I think it's very important to keep the pressure on and realize it's them or us. Right? It's called a culture war for a reason. And I know we're 4 cartoons and a guy in a suit, but we're trying our best to blend entertainment on the surface and information deep down.
Yeah, I want to get Arza's opinion next, because he says he's been against this wave of firings.
Yes, go ahead. Go on.
I'm not against the wave of fire. What I'm against is firing too many people and being punitive to too many people. There are people who deserve to get fired, such as teachers, military, government people. They deserve to get fired. They legitimately deserve to lose their job. Jimmy Kimmel also is not being fired for denigrating Charlie Kirk. That's not what happened. That is an objective miscounting of what happened. Is the people who showed the show, the people who own all of the channels which shows ABC, were like, we can't air this because it is an objective lie and will get us in trouble with the FCC because it is an objective lie that is being told. You can't tell lies on broadcast TV very easily, especially if you know them to be false. So Jimmy Kimmel wasn't fired for celebrating Kirk's death. He was fired for breaking the government law.
Yeah, misinformation, lying about the political affiliations of the shooter.
Well, and it was purely just a protective measure for these people. It wasn't a matter of him being fired for making fun of Kirk.
Well, I think it's very important that we realize that this was a bottom up, like an uprising in a sense. It was the bottom up telling the corpo rats, look, this is against the law. And if you don't, shove this guy aside, well, we're going to get in trouble. And you're going to get in trouble.
This isn't really bottom up. Bottom up would be from the audience demanding he gets fired. This is more middle ground versus... It's the second level against the top level. Not really the bottom.
I realize now why we can't show comments. It's because I originally set the video to private and then switched it on YouTube and not StreamYard. So Don't
you mean show?
Yeah, it does say at the top, YouTube doesn't support comments on private videos.
Yeah, but we are public. We are live. Otherwise, no one would be commenting.
I know, but that means that's what you forgot to switch it, and now we're chats. Anyway,
my good Dash Attack can't even set up a show properly.
This is all StreamYards. You still British man.
I'm from Israel.
All right, Galaxy. Let's get your take.
Well, I was going to bring up a point that even though Arza was saying with the FCC and everything about the yeah, they can't knowingly lie. I mean, CNN does it like every single day. So I mean, so that's a different thing, I guess. But also the thing with Jimmy Kimmel is that people keep saying like, oh, Trump is the one that actually like did it. He was the one that got him like fired. And it's like, no, it was just the companies. They're working for they're working with ABC. Said no, we cannot air this. And also for that, and also obviously his views and stuff were really low. He got fired for that, right? He just like we can't keep having you on. We can't keep having you have a time slot. You're not getting us any money. So,
he was a genuine money sink for Disney for years. They kept him on out of courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think the days of the late night talk show host should come to an end. In fact, I'm of the view, ladies and gentlemen, that mainstream television, just like mainstream education, shouldn't exist in the 21st century. They're products of their time, products of the 19th and 20th centuries. They've had their time to shine. Let them fade away. This is the age of the creator now.
Yeah.
At least you don't. When you're saying like you're the few, I say like don't mean that few though.
Look,
I think I'm on that too.
If 5 or 6 female content creators wanted to do their own The View inspired show and just cluck like hens and lay eggs, then by all means, if it resonates with women, then
look
so
at Toxic Femininity. That's kind of what they do. That show, whenever it's on, it's a female-centric show. But no, the issue isn't that late night is dead. It's that the late night we have is establishment muck. The problem isn't that late night as a medium, as a genre is dead. It's that we don't have anybody who's authentic doing late night anymore. We don't have anybody who is actually funny, actually in touch with reality doing late night. It's all these establishment shills and Democrat speaking heads.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this,
once they became like vehicles of propaganda and stopped being like actual show hosts interviewing celebrities, it became irrelevant.
I'll tell you this, folks. This show bears no resemblance to reality because we're 4 cartoons and a guy in a suit. That would actually be a good name for a show. 4 cartoons and a man in a suit.
This is just called a Muppet special, damn it.
Oh, damn. Look, I don't have any...
We're not Muppets, though.
You might as well be. I can see the hand up your ass.
Are we made of felt?
Except one.
Are we made of felt?
Well, I know 2 Muppets.
Let me touch and find out.
I know 2 Muppets on this panel have hands up their asses, and it's not Zine or me.
And it's not me either. Shut up.
He got all defensive. That means he is. But in all seriousness, folks, the idea of, comedian propagandists needs to come to an end. We don't need Stephen Colbert. We don't need Jimmy Kimmel. We don't need Jimmy Fallon. We certainly don't need Keith Olbermann because that guy might as well be a comedian. Everyone's laughing at him. We need, in my view, a potent mix of entertainment and information that's driven from the bottom up, not from the top down, right?
Yeah.
That's the way to go, even if it means playing dress up. I mean, Zine looks like he's come from the 19th century with that getup. Dash looks like he's come from the 22nd century with that getup. And Galaxy Red looks like he's come from the 15th century with that getup. So it just goes to show.
Yeah. Well, mine is just Final Fantasy 14 gear in the game.
Yes. So. It's inspired by the Middle Ages. I can tell by the aesthetic. Arza, don't worry about your hair. It's perfectly fine. Okay, look at my hair.
That was in the private chat. You were supposed to say that out loud. Damn it.
Well, that's the thing about me. That's the thing people love about Digny is that we will say the unsayable and do the undoable.
Okay. Look at this right here. Look at this. What the fuck is this? Why can't I get it to do something? Ugh.
It's called hair.
I need these glasses because I can't hear without my glasses.
You can't hear?
Well, yeah, my glasses are headphones. These are my headphones. I'm listening to you guys through here.
Yeah, you didn't notice that?
That's strange.
So
we're gonna go